Hello, welcome back to my channel. Hi, it's the Rainbow Room. Go look around, find a spot to sit down, get comfortable, and we'll have a chat. You know. Today is not really about the differences so much between the two places where I've lived. It's more of something that's happened directly in my life. See, for the past, we've lived in this place in this flat since 2011 and until now. And up until now, everything has been quite fine, no problems. But in the past few months, both my partner and I have been feeling really nauseated and sick quite often. And we really couldn't think of the cause. We didn't know what it was. At first, we were questioning whether it was food that we had, decided to try, or food poisoning, just average things, things that you would kind of come to conclusion yourself. But then it turns out my partner decided that she didn't want to drink the water anymore because she said it tasted awful. And even what was it, Vimto squash, even that couldn't cover up the taste anymore. And so I decided, because, having clean drinking water is paramount. It's super important in the in being able to lead a healthy life. I mean, you have to have an opportunity at that, and the only way you get that is if you have a clean source of drinking water. That's, survival 101 right there, just basic clean source of water. So I went and I got a smart pH filter pitcher. And it arrived, and we've been using it. And, well, one, the water tastes completely different. Number two, the nausea has disappeared. The only nausea I get now is just, right after I take my pills. And that's just because the pills I take are, it's just one of the side effects. And then, of course, one of them likes to dissolve in my mouth. And that's just well, how do I say this? I can't say it gently. It's a revolting flavor. And it's not something that I'd want to, taste every day. But unfortunately, that's what I have to do. You have pills you got to take sometimes, and that's just the way it is. I think that's where that phrase comes from, just take your medicine. You don't really have much of a choice. You just kind of have to do these things. So, we have been feeling a lot better. And I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that, maybe you should have a look at your water quality too. Because I was completely shocked when I noticed the difference. And then, of course, the ensuing changes in my body and the way I was feeling. It goes to show it makes a huge difference. Now, I did not get the Brita, namely because it just does not seem to do a good job at filtering everything that concerns me out. So I went looking and I found one that was what you would consider like a second tier one. Whereas Brita is like, I think, 19 pounds, and the one I got was about 40. And of course, from what I saw of the range, you could go all the way up to like 500, 600, 700 pounds for your water filtration system. I mean, whoa. But we don't need to get that fancy. What I do is I fill the water up in the kettle, and I have a pitcher of water in the fridge, and then I have the filter of the pitcher outside of the fridge that I just keep full. And it has this little indicator on it and everything, so, it's really cool. But I highly recommend that you either get your water tested or just, see how you're feeling about your water. Does it taste funny? Does it have a bad smell? Have you been feeling overly sick? you might want to look at your water, because I think something happened, because our water just, it just makes us feel sick now. And water's not supposed to do that, you know? So I would recommend that you test your water. Or if you just feel like, just overriding all of that, just go get yourself, a water pitcher filter kind of thing, because it will make a huge difference. And I can tell you, my tea tastes better, my coffee tastes better, which is always a good thing, because I love my coffee. And what else? Not much. Just keep an eye on your water, really. And the other thing about it is that it reduces the pH in the water from an acidic level to an alkaline type water, which is actually proven to be much more healthy for your physical body than the more acidic options. And I am terrible for the acidic stuff, because I do love my frozen coffee. And I will admit that here, okay? I am a coffee addict. There's something about it. I don't know what it is. Like, I'll put in like 4 scoops of the coffee, and then I put in 3 scoops of teaspoons of this half spoon sugar, but it's not like all sugar. And then a little bit of soy milk. And then I just add water, and I shake it up in the shaker. And then what I do is I just put it in the freezer, and I freeze it. And as it becomes like, it's a certain kind of frozen where it's not solid, and you can take it and scrape it and make it into like an icy. Ooh, it's so nummy. It is. It's really nummy. But there is a place in Japan that actually specializes in iced desserts during the summer, and they actually took the time to examine the different types of ice and how long it takes to actually get to that point. I mean, that's so cool, right? I mean, if it was summertime in Japan, I know for a fact I would want something made out of ice, because it is really hot there. And yeah, I'm not a fan of heat. I should be, because of my back and everything, but I'm not. And it's funny how we're like not we're not in favor of things that could actually help us as our body. We could make a better choice and live a better life, but I just don't like the hot weather. And I'll tell you, I like hot but dry. Okay, if I'm going to have heat, I want it to be dry heat. Definitely not the frizzy heat which comes with humidity. And we talked about this a little while ago, but yeah, humidity is not a good thing. I mean, it nullifies the whole bath that you just took, or your shower. You go outside and it's hot, and all of a sudden it's like, oh look, I may as well not have taken that shower at all. Because within a few seconds out in that kind of heat, you're just sticky and gross. Yeah, I remember the weather in South Carolina. It was unbearable. I mean, people would have these like industrial size air conditioning units outside their house, and they were huge. I mean, huge. Um, Try to imagine the size of a Volkswagen Beetle, like the bug. And that would be about the size of the air conditioning units that you would see outside of a house, like on the side of a house. And people were not like too fussed about it. And when the electric would go out, people would just die in the heat. So that was, definitely tragic. And yeah, one thing about Texas heat, and I always tell people, is that most people in Texas, they pray at their air conditioning altar that the air conditioning doesn't go out and fail them, because it's so freaking hot. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Like, living in that kind of heat and being goth is a challenge, but it's one that I rose to and succeeded with. People say you can't be a goth in hot weather. Oh, yes, you can. You just have to think differently. Thinner fabric, and yeah, I mean, it can be thinner and drapey, and then it won't be really hot. And then you can also look like, really cool if you so desire. If that is your, what would you say, your aesthetic. So yeah. I do miss Austin, Texas. They have it's considered the live capital music, uh, basically center of the world. Like they have South by Southwest, which is a huge music like get together. And the funny thing is that there are people that will pay to get the tickets to get in, but in reality, you don't even really need the tickets. You could just listen behind the tents, and you can like listen by standing outside of the club just a little bit. It reverberates, it echoes, and it comes right out. And so there's no reason why you should have to spend the money to just go do what you can do for free. So yeah, yeah. Anyway, I am going to have a visitor on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I believe. Now, I'm not sure if during that time I'm going to be able to film any videos. I did just want to let you guys know the reason why. If I have an absence, like if I'm gone for that amount of time, that's why. He's a lovely person, and I am just, really looking forward to and excited to meet him. And because of COVID, we've had to wait like a year. So um, I'm pretty chuffed. I am. And I'm looking forward to just like meeting him, give him a hug, and, just connect with someone. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. Wasn't sleeping very well. So, yeah. But, it is lovely to see all of you. If you have any questions of any kind concerning things that I can possibly answer, please put them below in the comments, and I'll answer the questions as I can. Also, thank you sincerely for all of the subscriptions. I really am over the moon about that. That's so cool. And I'm hoping I get like my group, like my channel, big enough that I can have like the way to communicate with people without having to like actually put a video out, just in case. That way I don't have to leave people high and dry, and when they wonder like where'd she go. If you get to a certain number, you can actually leave an offline message and say, hey, this is where I am. This is what's going on. Also, don't forget my TikTok. I actually really have come to love TikTok. And I believe it's at the Pale Queen Kitty. So you should be able to find me pretty easily on there. Reddit, I love Reddit stories, but I'm not very good at like using it yet. I'm gonna get into it though, because it looks like a really cool resource for information and stories and fodder just in general. So yeah. Uh, let's see. I think it's your turn. So if you guys would like to contact me, please leave comments below. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, because I do see a number of you coming to see my videos, and you don't like actually subscribe. You just kind of like watch the video, you like it, and then you just disappear. And I'm like, but where'd you go? So yeah, please help me get a little bit bigger on the channel, and yeah, I'm really just looking forward to like what I can do next. So thank you so very much, and I'm very grateful to you, and I'm just loving to be able to like chat with people, and some names just keep popping up, and I'm starting to recognize certain people. So yeah, this is really cool. So yeah, thank you so much. Okay, bye.